Looks like I'm live. Okay, bear with me, peoples. This is the first time I'm doing such a thing. So what I am going to do is create a character for my game Dark Era 1963. And see, I've got the character sheet here. I use Adobe Acrobat because, well, I can fill in stuff. So let me walk through this. I won't go through all that stuff. We'll go through character creation. So it's quite simple. I'm going to choose a background. I'm going to describe what the character is like. I'm going to distribute the points. 5 attribute points, 5 skills. Choose a trait and a skill circle. Acquire some gear. And check if I've got any influence points and finishing touches. So this should be interesting. Been a while since I've created a character for this particular game, even though I made it with the help of a lot of people. So let's look at backgrounds. Not a bad idea. I'm thinking I want to do an inquisitive, kind of like an investigative reporter kind of person. I'm going to go there and just write in inquisitive. Good listener or paranoia? I'm thinking solo play. Paranoia sounds good to me. Which paranoia gives me +1 to my initiative and my awareness. So I should be able to just copy that into there. And because I know that speed is used for initiative in this, I'm going to go +1 there, and then awareness. When I work that out, I'll have +1. Now I've got some gear and some middle lifestyle, which is great. So in this game, we try and not really worry too much about money and the like and tracking things. And for that reason, it's all like, how can I say it? It's all, what's the word? Abstract. So that's step 1. Inquisitive description can be like a junior, what was it? Junior reporter and stumbled upon something weird. Experiences known, that's me. Passion, finding out the truth. Fast, stubborn. Single goal orientated. The idea behind these things is just to give yourself and your GM some is this not working? Just some more stuff to go on about. Fear hook. Uncovered an alien. Not too sure what yet. Covered an alien involved in a story. Because I've got 2-page views of controls, so the text doesn't work too well. Fear, I'm going to be interesting and go tight spaces. Yes, it's called claustrophobia. I just can't remember how to spell it. So being a and this kind of person, I'm thinking I should be having a good social, and probably 2 into my mental and 1 into my physical. And then same thing, probably reasoning up there. Athletics, I can climb into places. Leadership, probably not so much. Persuasion, trickery, and because I am already an agent, I will take ranged, so I can actually shoot a gun. So we can then work out all this stuff on this side of the table, or the sheet. So we know that we can go mental 2, social 2, oops, should be able to move that afterwards. which then translates into the rest of this, which gives me this top corner. It's 5 times, so I've got 10 health there. You can, if you're going to play like a, oh, not 10, 5, a battle type person, you probably want to do these steps afterwards, because skills and stuff, skill circles and traits you take might change this. Awareness is 4, which I'm getting my +1 to, so it becomes a 5. My speed is 3, but my initiative is actually 4, which is pretty fast. And my recovery is 3. Not that great, but you know, means I can heal a little bit. Alright, then I get to choose a trait and a skill circle. So I'm going to switch over to this book again. Open my bookmarks at work here, and let's look at my traits and skill circles. Thinking, investigation. That's not a bad one for open-minded. Probably not much on the physical stuff. That will be kind of interesting. I don't like small spaces. Look here. So traits tend to be attached to an attribute or an action. Where skill circles are, as the name implies, are attached to skills. Pretty tough. That's not a bad one to take at start. Attractive is okay. There's also headstrong. You can be very stubborn at times. You gain +1 to, you also gain +1 to resist. Grant +1 to heal any mental influence, such as internal persuasion, trickery, or alien powers. You also gain mental ×3 to your bravery monitor. I'm thinking of going with headstrong for this one. Or maybe even, oh, I don't have that, so let's go headstrong, because that's an interesting kind of headstrong trait, which is +1 to debates and arguments. Excuse me. And also, that's quite a good trait. Add 3 times mental to bravery, which is exactly what I said before. So this now, my bravery health becomes 16. Oops, not 161. Alright, and then we want to look at skill circles. So, thinking, investigation, journalist here. It's interesting to look at. I have reasoning, deduction, clear analysis. That will be interesting to have. Gives me quite a observe, stepping down. So once you follow a path here, you need to stick to it. You can't like go there and then start again. Probably not this one. I don't have science, so if you don't have it, you can still take it, but it costs double. So normally it only costs 5 XP, but it would cost me 10. I don't have any XP, so I can't take any of those. Probably none of those. So, ranged maybe, but probably not. So let's look at persuasion, smooth talker. Information gathering makes sense. Streetwise, finding new or locating contacts. It's also a good one. Sneak, possibly. Gives me another +1 to awareness versus stealth. Watch the hands. So it's an interesting one. Be a sneaky. Yeah, let's do that. Let's be a sneaky investigator. And then I'll add that, yeah, +1 versus stealth. Alright. So my stealth is actually runs off trickery effectively, so it's physical plus trickery, which is only 2 normally for me, but that +1 gives me A3. Great. Then I've got 10 points of the gear, other than the stuff that I've got here. What have I got? I've got 3 sets of professional clothing, probably a scooter, sounds cool to me. I'm not too sure how common scooters were in 1963. 1 toolkit. Toolkit of choice. Lock picking. So +1 to a sub area of a skill you're trained in, which is +1 to lock picking. So that's fun. So +1 lock picking, which runs off of trickery, usually mental trickery in this case. So that's that, and then here, so nothing here. I don't have any bonus actions. My take up is only 2. My observe is 5. It's really good. Alright, so let's go back to equipment. Let's grab some equipment. I think I will have myself an ordinary revolver. Type is a physical gun, and ranged is what it is. Dice ball in my case is only 2. Edge effect is bleed. So anytime I score 6, I can put bleed. Its complications is ammo use, which is ammo units of 10. Damage base is 2, and it only cost me 1. So acquisition points I have 10, and now I have none. So what else do you think I should have? Don't think I'll have any of that. Grenade, probably not. Flashbang, could be interesting to play around with. Distraction thing that I'm investigating, might be good. Deafens and dazzles people. Yeah, let me grab myself a flashbang. Whoops. It is physical athletics and a shell device. Don't know how that was going to react. So physical athletics shell. It's athletics because it's throwing, which for me athletics and physical is still 2. It's deafened and dazzled. Auto means anybody that gets hit in that blast is affected. It does scatter. It has only 3 ammo units and does not do any form of damage. And cost of 2 drops me to 7. What else is there? Oh yeah, sultry smile. I can grab something like this. So this is all great. Works well outside of combat. In combat does not really work at all. You have like a -3 versus hostile people. Social persuasion, social trickery in my case, and natural. So in my case it's 1, 2 plus 1 is 3. I don't get anything for paranoia on this, so that's only a 3. It's got charm, and it is language dependent. See, I've used this quite often. Non-damaging, obviously. And no ammo, because that doesn't matter, and cost of only 1. So, think of acquisition is also your natural abilities as well as gear you buy. Now, because I know this game is, well, can be violent, I'm thinking of grabbing 2 things. Heavy clothing, Heavy clothing. I can afford heavy clothing. Maybe some makeshift armor instead. I'm thinking makeshift armor. Right, there is no dice pool for this, but it does give me protection too. So, yeah, and that's really that's most weapons do protect endurance damage, and it cost me 3. Don't need to worry about the rest of it. Drops me to 3, and even though I'm not skilled in sciences of any kind, I'm going to buy myself a medkit. So I'll just put here medkit. So the medkit is boost successes recovery, boost successes recovery, ammo 10, and its cost of only 1, so that's getting drops me to 2. And the reason for that is this little part here. If you can see this clearly, whoops. Go select. So, AI system. Basically, if you do not have a medkit, you're limited to only healing 1 point of damage a turn in combat, or removing a single condition. With the medkit, it lets you heal more, even though I'm only running 3 dice. You do get damaged in this quite often. 2 acquisitions left. Ooh, got my lockpicking bonus. I might add this here. Whoops. Go back there. Lockpick. Athletics instead, but this is dainty lockpicks. Alright, what else is there? Let me just Control S to save it. A name. Common. Not Santiago. Common Masters. There you go. Common Masters is done. I've got 2 acquisition points left, which I can use in play. I don't feel there's anything else I need right now. Actually, I just thought of something. I don't think it's actually in here. We'll see. Toolkits, medical, commendation, beeper, pager. Well, that will be good to have. There's some common stuff that people tend to have. Let me scroll back. Sorry, I'm going fast. People impact. Actually, I think it was up there. All characters, as an agent, you also have the basic things of a flashlight. There you go. Oh, my revolver is free. Another toolkit. That's cool. So that's good to know. So my revolver actually didn't cost me anything. So I'll put that point back. Another toolkit. So we call it field of study, which is like a kind of think of it as a summary. Audio recorder. +1. Let's introduce. I think that's okay. Let's get rid of that. So that works. I nearly forgot that, and what I'm looking for is actually binoculars, which I might just have to create. To create a toolkit, yeah, I'll just do it as a toolkit. Binoculars, toolkit, +1 awareness, at medium or longer ranges. I think that's okay. Give me a cost of 1. So created my 2. And let's actually grab another one, because I've already been stealthy in breaking into places. I'm going to have a climbing kit, +1 athletics, climbing, kind of like rope, grapples, that kind of thing. Which drops me to, well, that's 2, 1, 3, 6, 7, 8, 10, 9. Which does drop me to my 1. I think that is correct, because that one was free. Yeah. There you go. Check that out. Let's go and grab a picture for her. I will come onto my roll 20 here, which is nothing. I will create me a character. Create a character. This is Carmen Osters in Dark Horse Journal. That will be me. Save changes. This is not a Dungeons & Dragons character, so that doesn't matter. Not too sure why it is actually doing that. So I use this here. So green for bravery, blue for mental, and red for that. Represents that. Save changes. Alright. Don't know why I keep on going back to there. Alright, characters. I'm pretty sure I can find a token in tokens for this one. Let's see. Most of these are like cyberpunky. Oh, that one's pretty cool. Yeah, let's use this one. Go back to my character. Where have I dropped it? Edit. You select the token. Apply token defaults. Alright. Order. Okay. Save. So if I could do that, and I drag Common Master back on, it has not done it. Every time. Don't know why this happens to me. 10, 10, 5 and 5. Update. Save changes. Delete. There's my Common Masters. Alright. Ignore the whole random stuff that's for a different game system at the top there. So, I'm good to go on my first case. So in my first case, using my threat generator system here, if I go 1, 2, 3, strange light in a rural home. Ooh, I will just copy this here. I don't think I've got my notepad things, but I'll paste it into my roll 20. So I've got a random, call it incursion generator. So I'm investigating strange light seen at a rural home. So let's flesh this out a bit. So strange lights, rural home. Strange lights is enough said. Rural home. Content warning, breeding. Some aliens do abduct humans for that purpose. So rural home. I'll flesh this out. I'll be upfront and say I don't really know a lot about the New York region or America, so I'm going to put this in northeastern New York State, near a small rural town, like the one that I live in. Small alien group. We haven't established who yet. So I'm going to jump into a different map, because I believe I have a farmland map. So let's go take a look-see. Apparently I don't have on this one, but I can pull it in quite fast, so let's do that. Transmogrifier. My main game. There should be farm in this one. House, that one, and farmhouse overview. I think that should be okay. So let's see what we got. I'm missing something. Farmhouse overview. Boom. Let's just drag this one up here. And not too sure where farmhouse is. Ah, there's farmhouse. Drag. Why? Right. Here we. Farmhouse overview. Thank you. And farmhouse exterior, I just lost again. There you go. Now I probably need something for internal on the farmhouse. I've got huts and stuff. I'll see what other maps I have. Can just make it up, I guess. So, this is my map. So this is where we're going. So this is nice. 300 feet, I can change that into, well, 300 feet is not ideal for me. So I'm going to change that into about 30 meters instead. Meters, yards, equivalently the same thing. This is the problem with the, sometimes this Roll20 jump kit doesn't update. So we'll see how we go. So, being investigative, I am going to come here. Let's say I've done the hired a car. Hey, there's a good example of a dice roll. I'm hiring a car. So I'll say that is an acquisition test. Now, if you remember, I only had one, but we get one at the start of each session. So I'm going to spend that one to hire myself a car. My acquisition attribute is 4. It's mental and social. So I'm going to roll my 4 dice. I don't know. Car, set it at 2. I get myself a car. Yes, while you work for an agency, that doesn't mean they give you everything. So I've got my car. I drive down. Yeah, I'll probably drive into this area and park up. And then I'll walk to the edge there and then use my binoculars to see what's going on. 150 meters. You remember I've got an awareness of 5. +1 versus stealth, which is great. I think that will count here. And then +1 from my binoculars. 7, but -1 because I'm over. Oh, -3 because I'm over enrollment. So I've only got 4 dice for this. So 4 dice, I don't need edges. Oh, 4 successes. So obviously I've timed this right. It's nighttime because that's when the light's in. I should have probably gone and done some investigation and talked to people about this information and seen what I can find out. I didn't. So I'm being a bit foolish going in blind. It was 4 successes. I think I can see the strange lights. Kind of weird violet and blue colors. I'm like, strange place for a disco. But I'm going to go and investigate. I'm going to move closer, but I'm going to do so stealthily. Most likely moving to this side here and then coming down. Well, let me do it with arrows. Like this, and into those bushes and then go and take a look, see. So I'm going to jump myself to this other map. Farmland exterior. Alright, pretend you don't see what's inside there. That's interesting. Obviously did that for another game a while ago. But let's do this if I plonk myself as coming in from this angle at the top here. And then I go switch off that annoying background color change because I hate it. Change this to 2 meter, which is my standard for squares, and then go enable some dynamic. Oh, it's on already. Now daylight, 8-bit return. Let's push that up. Let's just go. Even though this is solo, I can still have fun by doing this part. Always put my walls in red. And go place myself some doors. No, wrong button. Yes. I'll show you what I can do here. I can exit and restart as a player. I really wanted to. And then I've got this. I bought myself some animated lighting, which goes onto the map level. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But what I will do, I might actually make this one at the back here a window instead. Oh, what did I do there? I don't know what I did there. Alright, lighting. There was something there and I don't know what I did. Let's make that a window, because if there was strange lights, somebody had to see them. There you go. And then we can go grab me some purple, bright flickering lights. Right there. And then if I go back to lighting and I want to go, I can't GM level, place myself a light, but then edit that light. To turn off the brightness, leave it at 10 is fine. Give it like this purple color. Right, and then we can move that to the lighting level. I haven't given my token lighting, which would help. I'm not going to turn on my torch yet, but I can if I need to. Then if I do this and I go, I can see. Okay, I should not be able to see into there. I'm not too sure why I can. I know why I can. Explorable. Subtract. Right. Okay. What does that mean? I can't see any. Okay. Add. Full page. Add. There you go. Right. If I do that now, there's a window, so I can see in there. That's fine. And then I'm going to do my stealth roll. Stealth is only 3. Alright, let's see how I go. Oof. Let's go throw in some bad guys and see what happens. Right. So on that, based on my fact I've only got one character, I can face a swarm. A swarm is so in a way things work like mobs and stuff. You don't have to put them all in the same place. 2, 3, 4. Let's go. I don't really have to worry about. Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, because it's an awareness roll, they only get 1d6 because rolling what they get 9 dice. That's not really fair. So, oh, somebody saw me. Somebody saw me. Let's see if I actually noticed them. If I do that, can I? Oh, I can see him. So initiative starts immediately. So them being what they are only grey swarm. They go on a 1. Because it's only me, I might actually roll that for them just because fine. Give them a 2. And then I do not have a character sheet yet, unfortunately. But I am going on a +1. My speed was wrong. Speed is actually only 3. And +1 is 4. That's correct. Oh, that's 6. Exploded, so I'm going in a 3. So this is a good start for me. Alright. So what I'm going to do is try and take a pot shot. I'll probably don't have my gun out, so I'll say prep action to draw the gun. My speed is 3, as we've seen, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Draw my gun and then take a pot shot. It's going to be difficult to hit him, I think. See, it's done it again. That's 24 meters, not feet. Which in this thing is medium range. I'm at -1 with my 2 dice. So I'm going to do an aimed to give me a +2. So that's 4 + 2. And then I'm also going to do a gambit down here. Gives me +3, but makes it more likely to spin when you're so good. 7 dice, but then -1 for the range. Becomes 6. Greater than 4. And I take a pot shot. He is aware of me, so he's going to use his, well, technically they have 0 dice as a base. I'm going to give him +1 because he's slightly behind that wall. Cover doesn't really work that well. Cover actually does work that way. And with cover, you don't want to explode. He doesn't get any. He throws himself to the ground. So I'm going to mark him as prone. So where are you? He's prone, but my shot hit him for 4 points of endurance damage. And if I go back to my swarm here, he's got 1 point of armor, which unfortunately that's actually enough to take him out. Boop. I rolled 1, 2, which means my ammo drops from that 10 down to a 9. So anytime you get roll 1s, well, the gamut is 1 or 2, do you do that? And then I'm going to do an effort take cover. See, effort, yeah, -3. My take cover is only 2, but the lowest dice you can roll ever is a single dice. It does give me, but it also lets me move. So I'm going to move into the bushes a bit. 3, and that's my turn. Now, all of them heard that gunfire shot, so these guys are going to move. Lucky for me, they are terrible at moving. As a group, they're going to run, which any effect where it's about the group, they roll their total dice. But if they're doing where it's an individual that matters, then they're only rolling their base dice. So because there's 8 bodies, they get 8. So they are going to all be running towards me. So 1, 2, 3, 4 + 1 is 5. I'll move them slightly to the same thing. These guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think let's go open the door for 2 and 3, 4. Jump up those. 5 is fine. This guy's going to come this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Now he's also going to do what I did and do an effort and try and shoot at me. And this guy, yeah, I think he can also try and do that. So I'll give them 2 bodies on that. Ooh, this guy at the top, yeah. I don't think he can. No. Nah, he'll be shooting halfway through that. So 2 of them, which means it's only 2 bodies. But as an effort, it drops him to 1. But hey, why not? He misses, thank goodness. So my turn. My take cover goes away. I'm going to have to shoot this guy in the window again. I think so. So let's just take an aim shot at him without gambit. I think. Ideally, I want to be by that door. Let's do a quick attack because I want to move. Then he doesn't get his take cover. So 4 So one success, I also lose another ammo, which is not great this early on. Has 3 points of damage. He's got one armor, which means he is left on 1 health. Out of his 3, I'll put his bar up. So it was painful. Then I get to move my 3, and then I'm going to shoot him again because I can. That's the one. That's enough to kill him. So he is gone. Boop. And now I'll move my 1, 2, 3, and then it's their turn. So here we'll move his 1. Probably not a very smart idea. I think he'll shoot. They can all move 1 closer, 1 closer, 1 closer. Well, that was 2. And any movements and distances are usually measured in squares. So he will take his single shot at me because he moved. So it's a quick attack. He misses, and then they will run. So only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are effectively running. Oh, I'll give it to him because he can move forward as well. Minus 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3. So only 0 successes. Still prep action. They get to move their 1 move for their speed, but they were slipping and sliding on the ground, so they didn't really get anywhere. Right, well, I'll try and finish this guy off with a 2. Does pew. This guy is so he's taking 1, 2, 3 minus 1 from his armor is 2, so he gets dropped to 1 health. Now with that edge that actually triggers a bleed, I'm instead going to re-roll it and hope for another one because I know they're easy to kill. Thank you. That'll be nice. So he is dead. Boom. You kill things in this game, as you noticed. 3. I'm moving this way. Based on them running, I figure I could yell them all at the moment. So I'm going to do take cover with Gamut to yeah. 5, 7, 2. No, that's okay. So 1, 2, and then I'll take cover. Take cover. You only get 1 for 1 success, and if you get edges, you get more. So that protects you and gets the next turn. Cressholm, those guys all dead. These guys are coming. 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then they're going to run 6 of them, and they're going to use their. Oops. They're going to use Gambit because as storms or as mundane tier, they can do 1 of these 3 actions that PCs can do each turn. So it's going to do that one. So 4 6s plus 3 6s. I forgot to explode. So let's do that. Using momentum. Oh, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 4, 5, 6, and 7. And I'll just make it roughly there. That was good. That was really good. Now, if they could do an effort, they could try and shoot me, but they can't. So my turn. That goes away. And then I'm going to shoot at this guy. He's up freaking out because there's more of them coming, which I knew, sort of. I'll make this an aimed. I don't need to move. He's going to try and brace by himself. He does not, so that's enough to kill him. Boop. And then I think I can see the other guy. I'm going to guard. And then I'm going to take cover with effort, which fails. Critical fail technically, so I'm going to say I actually do slip and go prone as my legs give out, which is sort of a benefit to me. in this situation. So he moves one into that space, he moves one there, they all move one up, and then he's going to shoot at me. And your one dice. But because I'm on the ground, it's at -1. Yeah, it's fine. But still, the minimum is 1 dice, so that doesn't matter. He misses. Whoa. And then they all do an effort. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Drops it to 2 in effort run. So what did I do wrong there? That was the wrong way around. So 2 successes. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And I just remembered. Running means I should be at a penalty to shoot them. My turn. I'll spend my movement to... sorry, before my turn, I do trigger my guard action against these guys, which guard is social, with +2. So with my skill of 2, +2 is 4. 4 dice, -1 because they were running. I don't have any penalties for shooting from the ground because it's a pistol. So just that one. And I actually missed the guy and lose an ammo. Oof. And if you remember, I don't have any... Oh, my flashbangs. Now that is something I should have drawn and fired. Now it is my turn. I'm going to do a prep action to draw my flashbang. There's the guard. And I'm going to throw it at these guys. Of course, blinding and dazzling them is a good idea right now because there's 2 of them. So that gives me 2 dice only. Let's do this. Now I've still got a bit of movement left, so I can move out of it. I'll move one back like this as I throw. Now, scatter rolls. Scatter happens automatically, I believe. So let me go see. So scatter. Some weapons scatter or bounce away from their initial scatter usually goes for thrown. Number of meters equal to the roll. 1 does 6 meters, not squares. Interesting. Need to adjust that. So let me just roll the dice 6. So it's only going to scatter 1 meter. And from target, so this was target, yeah. I'll say the middle square was target, and so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it lands there. So if I go my zippity effect, let's go a glow of fire effect. Boom, 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 boom. So they all get hit with the dazzle and deafness. And I will harden the dazzle. So I'll mark that as they can't thing. And so what should we use for dazzle? Let's see. Oh, the eyebite one looks good. Both get affected by this. And that is actually in a 2. So hardening, it means that they have a harder time recovering. Alright, so I prepped and then I threw. I've got a quick attack. Well, I've got an effort left. It's my gambit. I know there's people there. I might effort a guard. Actually, you know what? I'm going to effort shoot these because why has he got a strong arm on him? I didn't do that. I'm going to shoot him while he's dazzled. 1 dice 6 shot. No. Alright. So if I go and look up what dazzled and deafened do in my conditioning, condition chains. Deafened, dazzled, or blind. -1 dice on visual effects or sound, visual or sound-based tests. So to shoot me would be -1, awareness would be -1. So they're just really good. They like squealing because they got deafened. That is my turn. So their turn. So I'm thinking, yeah. So as they turn, minimum is 1 dice. So they're going to do a prep action recovery because they are mob. They roll a primary dice pool, which is 0. They are going to gambit it. It's a 3, because they need the 2 successes. They only need those, so I can explode this. So this is a true trauma. And a critical fail it. Wow. I'm going to say with that critical fail, they've upgraded it to dazed, these two. Which is triggered by that. As they've slammed themselves into the walls. But that was a prep, so they do get to move. Fortunately, that is their turn. Oh, they could effort, right? Oh, yeah. I'll let these 3. So what the GM can do is just ignore those guys and pay attention to them. So I'm going to effort those guys, which would only become 1 dice. As they do a prep, which does give them another 1 move. And then another one from, because they ran. Should mark him as running. Boop. Alright, my turn. Well, those guys are pretty screwed, so I'm going to concentrate fire. Yeah. I'll step up for one, and I'll shoot him with an aimed. But we are still 16 meters away, so it's fine. So 4 or 6. Minus 1 because he's running 3. There's 3 of them. I'm thinking I want to actually gambit this. On my throw, did I actually get any? I don't believe I did. Oh no, I did get 1. There's my distance. No, here it is. I didn't lose any ammo. So I'm going to gambit this because I really need to hit him and do some damage. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to kill him unless he gets to do his 1 point of protection. It's 2, which I'm doing 7, so he's still dead. Very much dead. And no loss of ammo. That was brilliant. So that was action 1. And I'm going to do a quick 1, 2, 3. Get a better angle. Shoot that guy there just with the 2d6. That's 4 points of damage. He's got 1 arm and that takes him out. And that is effort. I take cover. Woohoo! Check that out. Take 2. Okay, Grey Swarm. Those guys are occupied. So this guy's going to come out. He's going to shoot at me. He's got 1 dice for his 1 body. He's going to gambit for 4. He can't aim because he moved. So, and he hits me for. Oof. Let me go see what damage this guy's doing. Damage base is 0, thank goodness. So that's 3 points of damage. Minus my 2 for my cover. And if you remember, I bought armor 2, which means I'm taking nothing. And he got no 6s. So he does not do anything there. However, that's an interesting effect. His blast, he shoots this weird ball of purple, pulsing purple light. Yes, I'm doing my hands again. And when it hits me, it burns the ground around me. So if I go, let's do a line. So it burns the ground around me, only 2 meters. So that's square, which makes that square difficult. Not dangerous, but difficult terrain. Oh, I said purple, so let's do it in purple. And let's do a square. Oof. So that means moving around there is 2 meters. Sorry, my bird's going nuts. Told you she's going nuts. Well, that's his turn. They will effort a recovery. I said I was doing, but might as well. Do not succeed. Member comes back to me. So glad I took armor. And then I'm going to shoot the one guy that's still alive. So 2 dice. Might as well aim it. He is going to do a take cover. He doesn't do anything there. I need to remember take cover actually makes him go prone like this, but 2-4 is enough to take him out. And then I will move, so 1-2 to get there, and then 3 move there, and then I'll shoot this guy with a normal shot. 4, that's enough to take him out because he's got 1 armor. And then I will effort an aimed quick attack with Gambit. Yes. So aimed goes 4, Gambit goes 7, effort drops it back to 4, and does that. Which is very much enough to take him out. Oh, silence falls over. Yes. Grace 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I miss? There's people underneath there. I've defeated the Grey Swarm. Now, what was going on? But that is where I will stop for tonight. Thank you if anybody was watching. Yeah, I'll catch you next time.